All right. So how you guys doing? This is the Chancellor of Hell here speaking, the Chief of Infernal Affairs, and I'm here to talk to you about crystalline energy. Um, crystalline energy. Why am I talking about crystal? Oh, and I don't want to trigger anybody. If I trigger you, it is not my fault. Well, it's kind of my fault because I'm talking about it, but I just feel you're not the only person in the world. So unfortunately, because it would be very easy. It'd be easier if you were the only person in the world, but unfortunately, that's not the case. So if I trigger you, I guarantee you it is not necessarily on purpose. Of course, there might be a place in me somewhere that do want to speak to you, but I, whatever. I make YouTube videos for a living, so sue me. Um, Kristen, don't sue me. Kristen and Energy. Use how to use your. Well, there's some people that kind of like they might be like, oh well, what's your problem, Mister Chancellor of Hell? Why do you care about my crystalline energy? Because I feel like most people's throats are being cut. That's what I feel like. I feel like most people's throats are being cut, and they're afraid to use their crystalline energy because of what might happen. Because of what might happen, they don't want to use it. So I am making this video to tell you to, yes, use your crystalline energy. And some people might be like, well, how do you do that? You have to learn. This is the boring part. This is the part that's boring. But you can learn about these things on YouTube. You can learn about these things on YouTube. You don't have to go and read 3,000 books or spend $3,000 on books to learn these things. You can just look it up on YouTube, practice it, see what works, see what doesn't, and that's all. Safely and in a safe environment. Put yourself in a safe environment where you can practice communication skills. Because you don't want to just run up on people and start talking, because people can be dangerous sometimes. So, put yourself, try to find safe environments where you can communicate, or where you can practice communication. So, basically, crystalline energy is learning to speak. It's learning to speak, and quite frankly, it's a very the I always talk about speech and crystalline energy. There's all these sacral points, but if you've noticed, if you follow me for a long time, you know that I always talk about crystalline energy. You will notice that I love crystalline energy. You will notice that I use crystalline energy more than any other types of energy. Why? Because it's easy. I mean, once you learn how to do it, once you learn how to do it, it's easy, man. You can just wham. You know what I mean? You say something, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit right there. You know what I mean? But you have to have the intelligence. You have to have the crown chakra first before being able to use crystalline energy. But fortunately, not unfortunately, but fortunately, you always using crystalline energy anyways. So even though your mind is what you need to focus on before using crystalline energy, you probably have a very strong crystalline energy anyways before even like practicing it. You know what I mean? But you don't know unless you actually go and find out. And what's sad is with my situation is everything you've just seen was negative, unfortunately, and that's on purpose because there's too much power in what I'm giving you. So the balance, the Gestapo, the balance has to come around and balance this shit out and make you feel like, okay, it might be true, but I'm not gonna go 100% because I saw this guy the other day that got arrested for being like this or saying that thing or blah 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 blah. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, man. don't be afraid to use crystalline energy for yourself. You don't have to go out and save the freaking world and shit. You can use it for yourself. You can use it for your own means. You can use it for whatever you want. And you might be like, well, I'm not a selfish person, so I'm not gonna do that. Well, that's great for you. Have fun. That's all I have to say. You know what I mean? Like, that's good. That's good for you. Have some fun, Like, but for everybody else that are interested and love themselves, they love themselves. The people that love themselves and want good things for themselves, well, you're inclined to, no pun intended, no offense meant, don't mean to trigger you right there, but people, but I know people that listen to my channel love themselves. The people that are stuck on my channel, that's been looking at my channel for a long time, and there's a couple, trust me, and I know who you guys are, trust me, like Alex, I know who you are. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hello, how you doing? You know, like, Mr. Cut You Off, he's been on my channel for a very long time. How you doing? There's a lot of people that's been on my channel for ever since my channel fucking started. So those people are interested in this kind of knowledge because they are selfish in a good way. They are righteously selfish. They are divinely selfish. They want the power. They want the power for themselves. They don't want the power to go save, the whole world. If they save 1,000 children, that's great. That's fantastic. But at the same time, before saving those 10,000 children with using your voice, then you have to learn how to use the voice in the first place. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot of people that don't understand that. There's a lot of people that don't understand. There's a lot of people that will feel envy, regret, and anger because of, because it's unnatural. Because it's unnatural. It's not natural. It's unnatural. It's supernatural. It's not natural. There's nothing natural about using your voice to create things. It's unnatural. So a lot of people feel afraid. I would say, I would use the word envy, because jealousy is not that bad, but envy is really bad. Like jealousy is not that bad. Envy is gonna make you kill somebody. You know what I mean, bro? Like envy is gonna make you murder someone. Like, so the jealousy ain't, it's not a big of a deal. So that's why I use the word envy here. And it stems from there. It has to stem from there, because like, you're just afraid of things, for no reason, because there's 10,000, 20 million other people that are practicing whatever you don't want to practice right now. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. And remember, use your crystalline energy. Learn how to practice communication. Practice how to communicate. I know this is a triggering video for a lot of you guys. I know it's a triggering video for a lot of you guys, but god dang it, if it wasn't important, trust me, I wouldn't say it. And I'm giving you the basis of this magical practice. This is the basis. Communication is the basis. You gotta learn how to communicate. Communication becomes very important because you gotta communicate with gods. You got to communicate with gods, man. And if you don't know how to a god doesn't like it when you don't know how to talk to him. Like, like they can read your emotions. They can read your emotions through your words. They don't have to read your mind. They can read your emotions through your words. So, whatever you feeling, you might be saying the contrary, but they know that you straight up lying, and that's not good. So anyways, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, because people are important too, and you got to learn how to talk to people too. You got to learn how to navigate people too, and whatnot. So I'm gonna say it there. I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. This is the Chancellor of Hell speaking. Chief of Infernal Affairs speaking. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace out. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.